Well, I'm on the farm today and got a couple of hay customers coming. Uh, Need to work on this patch down here. Just got a hodgepodge of things to do. Uh, Let me come over here and crank up the John Deere 5055D. We'll be needing that. First thing we do is in the winter for the John Deere, we always check for mouse nests, and you can see where they've been nibbling on the poison I put out for them. In the summertime, we check under the hood for snakes. Let's see if this thing will start. It's been kind of cold. The weather has turned cold here. Make sure it's out of gear. Oh, that's not good. The backbone of this farm, the John Deere 5055D. Let's walk out here. Been trying to find a blade for this thing, and nobody carries it. They'll sell you the complete middle buster with a blade on it. I don't want that. Get this out of here. So I've been moving some stuff around, and I can't remember if I put it in a video or not. And if the wind blows, it's just the way it is. So out here's my fast hitch plow and fast hitch disc, and out of the weed patch down there, I pulled out my old model 56 hay rake. It needs some gearbox work. It's on my round to it list and has been for a long time. Same thing with this tedder over here. This is a New Holland 156, which is a coon tedder. I believe that's right. And I think this has got some gearbox issues. It's on my round to it list. I've pulled up a couple of wagons here. This one I gotta take the bed off, and I actually gotta straighten some of the tie rods. One of them got bent. I don't know how that managed to happen, but it happened like that. And you can see. So I guess you can see that. Somehow I gotta get those spindles loosened up and the tie rods fixed. And I'll be putting decks on these two wagons. The pile of lumber you see right over there on the other side of the fence is another kicker wagon I need to pull over here and rebuild the deck on it. There's a lot going on up here. We're kind of in the middle of February, and things are starting to green just a little bit. Even if it's cold, you can start seeing some green coming on. So what I got to do in here is I got to pick up all this old tin and get it out of here. And what I'm going to do is bring one of my kicker racks around. I'm just going to throw this stuff on it, hoping that the wind can't blow it off the kicker rack because of the sides. This thing right here, this old blade, I'm going to drag it over there. I'm not even going to put it on the tractor. I'm just going to flip it upside down and give it a drag. And then I'll be in a spot where I can kind of finish mowing this off. And I got to go around the perimeter of the field and and trim up a little bit with my bush hog. And I'll be kind of done with the bush hog in this field. So one of the things I got to do is kind of assess my hay situation. This hay right in here, I got to dump it out onto the field. It got sprayed with some hydraulic oil when my hydraulic line burst on the Model 50 with the loader. And so what I got here is first cutting. All my second cutting on that side is gone, and then all of this is actually second cutting, and it's looking a little on the blonde side, but if you just pull a little bit out, and I don't really know how much I got, but I think I got enough customer demand to sell it out. I got a third customer for sure that's coming next next weekend, I believe, and I got a fourth one that may come. He takes a lot of my bottom bales, which is really good. Let me back this tractor out and see what I can hook up to. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just bring a kicker wagon over. I'm just gonna chain it to the back of that bush hog and drag it over here. It's not ideal, but it'll work. It's either that or take the bush hog off. Alright, so I'm at a spot where I can throw some of this crap up on there, and I might pull it around a little bit, and I gotta go down and get that piece. I'll come back. Alright, I had a hay customer come, and he took second cutting, and he took the bulk of this hay right in here. I still got plenty of a good second cutting over here. The reason it's all lumped in there kind of like it is, it's where it avalanched off my round bales over here, and we just threw it over there to get it out of the way. And I think I got a guy that's going to come for some bottom bales, and then next week I've got another person coming, and this guy says he might come back again. So hopefully we'll get down here to a place where we got the barn cleaned out. And like I said, the other customer is going to take the bulk of this first cutting, I believe. Now out here in this spot, I've been loading panels onto this trailer, and I got some short pieces I kind of had laid out here, but I had to unhook my tractor from the chain so the guy could get through. We're loading out of the side door over here. And while I'm waiting on the next customer, I'm going to keep throwing some tin up on here. I'll come back. Alright, I got the bulk of this cleaned out, but just down on the far side of all this brush, there's still a little more of this stuff I need to throw in here. And kind of show you what I got. There's some longer pieces in here, but I guess I could walk that stuff up from down there, but I'm just a little too lazy today. I'm gonna pull my wagon around and and keep loading this thing up, and hopefully I can run the bush hog over this before I get done today. Got that 10 right over there. Now I'm going up here and get this stuff on the lower side of that brush. You can kind of see some of that crap down in there, but I got another hay customer coming. And hopefully they'll drive over here. And I have to wave at them with my Vermeer hat. That's what I'm wearing today. Let me go communicate. They need to come to the barn. Oh, nope, they're going to go right on by. Okay, they're straight down coming in. They're driving about an hour and a half into this farm, maybe 2 hours. I'll try to get that thing over on this side of the fence maybe today. I'm not sure. I'll come back. Alright, the second customer's leaving, and they took a fair amount of first cut bales, fair amount for us. I mean, we're not loading tractor trailers up here, but that's what the stack looks like right now. I'm going to come back and get this hay, and I told them it would probably be here for another week or two, but nonetheless I want it moved out, so if somebody comes and gets in front of them, that's just, you know, it's just what it's got to be. I want this hay cleared out of here so we can get ready for the coming hay season, and I want to pull some more equipment in here to work on out of the weather. So let me get back to picking up 10. I need to get back out of here, and it's picking up. Still got plenty of sun, just not getting as dark as it was. I think somebody said 6 p.m. right now is when the sun sets, which is great. And then we get into March and daylight savings time. That'll be a great thing for us, trying to work against the dark. So let me throw this 10 up on here and see if I can. I got a scraper blade I need to pull away, and while I got my wagon hooked up, I'm going to go out and get those wayward tarps. Throw those on there too. So I'll come back. All right, I think I got it all. I was going to go around to get these tarps. I'll come back. No trouble starting this time. All right, here we go. One there, two down here. One good thing about an autumn olive, they'll keep a tarp from blowing over to the next mountain. I cannot express in words my hatred for tarps. Just another view from a little different angle down here in the corner. My barn's over there. This hay field, this is going to be such a nice field of hay, and got a little bit of a roll in it, but for all intent and purposes it's flat. Oh man, this is going to make a good hay field. This one right here, I got to crawl into the briars to get it. Creek's right over there somewhere, but I'm telling you, between the thorns on the autumn olives and the multichlora rose, knocking your hat off, you tear the heck out of the shirt in here. I realize this ain't big channel drama, but it's real life here on this farm. This is what you do when you're not buying $500,000 combines every other year. Get that out of here. All of these tarps have holes in them. That's why we're not using them. So you put the tarp down and put hay on it. The mice eat a hole in them, and then they kind of get mold on them from the bottom. And all you got to do, the wind is such around here, all you got to do is set something out that's not anchored. And I'll just do a number on it. Alright. Just kind of riding around the edge of the field. I think I got all the wayward tarps. The wind blows this way hard, and that's why they're all scattered down through there. There might be one more, but I want to get the bush hog up in here and mow this stuff down too. So I'll come back. Alright, I've pulled the wagon down here with the tin and the tarps on it in a vain effort to kind of get it along this tree line. Maybe it'll break up the wind a little bit. I'm kind of skeptical, but hopefully the next day, after all this wind we get, hopefully I won't find the tarps back on that far end of the wood line and the trailer flipped over like the other one I had. But my goal is that these tarps will go in the trash, and I've got a guy I'm probably going to give this tin to. He's been he's doing some recycling to raise money for a good cause, and so I've got some other scrap metal I'm probably going to give him. Kind of a win-win, gets it out of my hair and helps him too. So I need to get a chainsaw up here and get that branch knocked down, and I need to mow around the perimeter. Alright, so I drug this scraper blade up here, and you can see the mark on the ground, the mast. It was flipped upside down, and I just towed it with my chain. I didn't video it. And I got it up here, and it kind of stood up on the blade, and I pushed it over. But I got that out of the way. I'll probably space this equipment wide enough to get a bush hog through here, or my John Deere riding mower X750. It has a 5-foot mowing deck on it, and my intent is to keep all this right on this end of the barn as a barnyard, and try to keep a little space out in here for turning around and customer turning around. But starting to get kind of a collection of hay tools and wagons and such up in here. And so what I want to do next is I'll put my chain away. I just want to run over this patch right in here, and I'm telling you what an eyesore this has been all last summer. Your barnyard is a reflection to a lot of people of your hay quality, and it just doesn't look good having a trashy barnyard, irregardless of whether you got trashy hay. It reflects in people's impression on whether they're going to come back another day. So let me run the bush hog over that, and I'll come back. That's where we store our gloves when we're not using them. What I'll do is I just go through the center of it and kind of loop around, working my way down. I'll come back. All right, so let's see now. I got that eyesore mowed down. That's a great thing. And back over on the other side of that equipment, the sun's kind of in making things washed out a little bit, but the kicker wagon full of tin and tarps looks a whole lot better out here. And I'm gonna probably overseed this thing. I've been wanting to do Roundup Ready alfalfa, but I don't know that I'm ready for that. I'll probably just go ahead and use up the old Timothy seed I got and try to build these fields up a little bit, and then come back in with some Roundup Ready alfalfa. Other chores we need to do, we need to finish working on that loader and getting it going. I got a few bales in here that need to be just broken open and scattered out in the field. Starting to, with the weather occasionally kind of breaks to a warm day, and with that, you know, we get the mouse activity starts picking up. So I try to put out some blocks for the mice to chew on, and try to keep them from chewing on the wires on everything. But I'm encouraged with what I'm seeing. Looking forward to spring. So let me just call it a video right there. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment, share, and we'll catch you another time.